What's up, nerds? I'm the Roleplay Gamer, and I like to party. Welcome back to Planet Coaster. Meet the Kraken. We're releasing the Kraken this episode. So I have started a new park. I decided to go with the desert theme because it's like the closest thing we got to a barren wasteland kind of setting, which seemed appropriate for the Dark Tower and an evil park. So it looks like a functional park right now, and it is, but make no mistake, we're going to make it evil. So I really wanted to, get out of sandbox, because it feels too easy. It's cheating, right? It's fine, the creative aspect of it, but if what we're doing with our evil kind of method here is involves scumming as much money off these poor guests as possible in the worst possible ways, we've got to actually have a sense of whether we're succeeding or not. Okay, so let me just quickly walk you through the park. Here is our entrance, which isn't very grandiose yet, but we'll get to it. The Dark Tower, and this is I have labeled the save Dark Tower 2.0, and we've got some tentacles here. Like, what's all this about? What's going on here? Is this real? Is it animatronics? They don't know. That's pretty big when you compare it to the size of these peeps. All right, don't leave, guys. Don't leave. Wow, they're really hungry. Okay, I thought I had enough food establishments, but look, you never do know. Okay, so my initial plan with the park was to have like this sort of round thing, which is, I still probably will do that. And this was going to be like the exit area, so they kind of go around, they do all the rides, and then come around and exit through here. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try our best. So I did sort of set up this working park to begin with, so I can get some money, so I can actually build the rest of it. And what we've got here is the Wriggler, which has that awful music that I refuse to change because I love how terrible it is. I actually find myself humming this thing, around the house. Anyway, so we've got our little village buildings here. We've got a Chief Beef, and we've got Cosmic Cow milkshakes. Pretty it up a little bit. Then people come over to the Nut Scrambler, right? And they have a good time on the Nut Scrambler. Scramble their nuts. It's all good. It's making a little bit of money. All these basic little rides here are making a little bit of money. Then we've got the Secret Life of Ponies, which is probably our worst ride. It's the queue always has some people in it, but it's never anywhere near full. The priority pass here is mostly redundant, but I'll keep it there just in case. So Secret Life of Ponies. And then lastly, we've got White with One. And a nice big sign there. So I've really, this is probably one of my favorite things in the game. Just like coming up with silly names and then doing a big old sign. I just love the fact that we can edit signs. And these, like I said, these are actually doing reasonably well. It's made 226 this month or last month. For wow, dude, the Wriggler is like so popular. I don't know why. And the Nut Scrambler and the Secret Life of Ponies are our worst rides. That's okay. This is all prettied up. This is working for us. But then the fun really starts. So this is sort of like the family-friendly area of the park. They've got their own nice little food court. It's all fine and dandy. But then they step into the bowels of my lair, right? They come through here. Oh, shit, there's more tentacle action. Oh, should we be scared? I don't know. You come through this little tunnel. We're going to be able to get through it? Nah, maybe not. Nah, that's okay. All right. More tentacles, and now we get to like the big boys park. Okay, so we've got, first off, the Moisturizer, which I think is my best ride. Yeah, it made over $2,000 last month, which is incredible. This is like single-handedly keeping not just keeping the park in the black, but making sure we have a healthy profit here to keep building our park. And this was made by me. This is a custom ride here, and I've got as many little wheel things here as I can shove in there. So we're making quite a lot of money. The line is moving, and I'm charging like way too much for this. $17, right? And they don't care. So the reason I'm charging so much is because whenever people are like, "Hey, I don't want to queue up this long." I could probably pretty up the queue a little bit more, but people are like, hey, I don't want to queue up. The line's too long. All right, so I'll shorten the line by charging a lot for it. It doesn't matter because the line always has people in it, so I'm not actually losing money. I'm just gaining more. And they're totally happy to pay $17 for this god-awful ride that barely has any excitement for you, but at least it doesn't make them nauseous, right? At least it doesn't make them nauseous. Look, they're running. They're fucking excited to get on this thing. So much room to walk around. This place rocks. I want to go on Glider 69. Okay, so that leads us over past the food court here, which doesn't look very nice. I've cleaned up this sort of... I fixed my method here. It's actually tricky to build sort of courtyard areas. The way I want to do it, at least. You can just do a fat road and call it a courtyard. But the way I want to do it is a little bit tricky, but there is a way to do it. Another food court. What's closed down here? No, we gotta have... How are they going to get priority passes then? Maybe that's why people aren't using the priority pass lane. Anyway, so now we got Glider 69, which does, pretty darn well. It's not my... Hang on. Just shy of $500 last month. It's a solid little earner. The line is usually like at this point, so it's fairly packed. I could probably charge more than $15 for a ride it's outrageous, right? This is not a realistic game. No one's gonna pay $15 to go on a ride for like, how long is it? Can we get an indication of how long they're on this ride? It's probably like 30 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's here somewhere. Queue time is 30 minutes and they're paying $15 for it. But I'm happy with that. People are in the priority pass line. So I am going to bump that up to $16 and they will pay. It's fantastic. So that's just your standard right there. All right, now we come over to the pièce de résistance, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Now we're rocking Birdperson. Okay, so come in here. It's all pretty. It's all nice, and we got Birdperson. It's beautiful. Come up the line here. What's this? Priority pass, and then the gates. Oh yes, let it touch you. Yes, Birdperson. So this thing is reasonably popular, but it hemorrhages money like the dickens, just because it like almost after every round. So one group of people go on it and it breaks down, and then all the people on the line leave, right? Because you can't get on it, it's broken down. So this is actually costing me money. I was losing money like nobody's business, and I'm like, why? I got all these popular parks. The moisturizer is making me money hand over fist, and then I realized I'm actually losing all of my money to maintenance costs just to keep Birdperson running. So we're going to fix Birdperson. I'll have to do some research as to if there's something you can do to make a ride more reliable. I don't take this as gospel because I absolutely don't know if this is even a thing, but I'm guessing maybe because it's such a breakneck, like ridiculous, just twisty ride, maybe that has a bearing on its wear and tear. Like, it's got a lot of there's a lot of speed in this thing, right? I don't know. I just don't know. But if we have a look at, how good it is, do we go testing? It's not great, but people will still get on it. Let me tell you, I don't know if I'm going to go so far as to say it's hard to build coasters, but I'm not very good at it. I can build some cool looking stuff, but it's usually like 10 vomit points, 10 a score of 10 nausea and like 10 fear and less than 1 excitement. So even though there are exciting parts here, go to the heat map here, right? There's a lot of excitement here. It's just like they're so scared in certain areas that it just negates any excitement. And I'm not 100% sure what I need to do. Like I study the heat maps and try to, I don't know, man. I don't know what they necessarily find exciting as opposed to scary. Like this is scary. I don't know why. I don't know why that is scary and fucking this is not. See what happens here? They come up here and they twist and then go like straight down. This would scare the shit out of me, right? But look, it makes money. If it wasn't for the fact that it breaks down like every one or two cycles. So I've gone like 10 minutes just showing you the park. I hope this is not boring for you. Last thing I'm going to show you is I've set up a trigger. on the moisturizer. I'll just head over to triggers right now, and you'll see that right there, as soon as they come through here, it actually triggers the tentacles and the Kraken. So we'll just speed up a little bit, and I'll show you that in action. Here we go. You ready for this? Oh yeah. Wouldn't that... Yes, that would... I would have nightmares if this sort of setup was a thing at theme parks. But I'm pleased with that. Okay, so what are the plans now? How are we going to make this evil after 11 minutes of me going on about almost nothing? So first thing we need to do, well, I mean, eventually we're going to fix Birdperson, and my chair's going to squeak. We're going to fix Birdperson, and hopefully it's going to be like the centerpiece, right? It's going to be as popular, if not more popular, than the moisturizer. Everyone's going to flock to my park to go on Birdperson. Then we're going to cut off Birdperson from the rest of the park and force them through a food court with free drinks. All right, so they can drink as much as we want. Then we're going to charge like $50 to $100 to use the bathroom. We're going to have a gauntlet of bathrooms, and we're going to make all our money. That they got to go, right? I don't think they'll actually do their business on the path. They'll vomit on the path, but they won't. They won't, empty their bowels, so to speak, on the path. So we're going to see if it works. Hopefully it works. In any case, then we're going to funnel them back here, and hopefully they're going to go through the cycle again, the moisturizer and whatnot. That's my plan. So let's get to it. Before I actually go ahead and refurbish Birdperson, let's set up this path here. How are we going? Okay. Yeah, this took a little while to fix up. I actually did use, hang on, 8-meter path, a wide path to do it. But it's a little finicky. I had to like set up guides and then delete parts and put other parts in. It's doable, but it's finicky. Okay, so now let's get some of this going over here. Actually, let's set it up from this side first to make sure that there's actually make sure there's actually room. So don't forget, guys, if you're playing this at home, you can in fact rock the, what is it, Control Z action. I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers forgetting that fact, and they're, I think, wasting money like just deleting it, because presumably, I mean, can we test that? So how much do we get back? 150 as opposed to, there you go. So yeah, you do actually get substantially more back if you Control Z, if you straight undo, which makes sense, right? So don't forget, if you can undo it. Actually, speaking of undoing, let's just go down a scooch here. I think that's more appropriate. We'll do a ramp, and we'll get closer to the water. I like this. Yeah, this feels right. Past the tentacle. All right, let's see where the tentacle is so we don't intercept it here. Oh, bro, that's going to be close. Oh, yeah, that's going to feel right. I don't think it's going... No. I don't think it's going to hit, which is good. I'm really wary of like clipping because it it looks ugly. Oh, that's real close, but I think we've pulled it out. So we're all good there. Now let's funnel it back. This is good. This is working for us. We're on an intercept course here. And I think that's kind of perfect. I think that's doing it. Not bad, yeah. I think that's almost the same height. That's fantastic, cool. So now, actually we need the path again. So just get rid of one of those. I don't want to get rid of these entirely, because let me tell you guys, to get this like doohickey straight was a nightmare. So I'm gonna leave it as it is, and maybe we'll funnel off to another ride or something. But for now, we're going to get rid of that, and oh man, oh no, we'll keep that doohickey for now, just in case we need it, you know. So then we'll like cut it back all the way back to, there we go, beautiful. So now they're going straight to Birdperson. Feels right. They come off Birdperson, free drinks, but we're going to give them more free drinks, and then they're going to come off to the gauntlet of bathrooms. Now, where are we going to put the gauntlet of bathrooms? I think maybe can we get away with putting them here? Let's just have a look. Let's have a look. Shops and facilities, toilets, fairy village toilet. Can we do it? Oh, we can. We can put it. We can totally put it up there. That feels so right. Actually, do we put it on the water instead? That could be kind of fun. Okay, hang on. Let me just select it again. Maybe it'll reset. No, it's gonna be in the water. That's all right. I mean, then we don't have to clean it. It just goes straight to the Kraken. I'm sure he won't mind. Can we do that? No, we can't. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, I got to get this straight though, because you know I'm a stickler for it. I'm a stickler. Come on. Oh, whatever. Straight enough. Yeah, that can work. A little bit of that action. Yeah. Okay. Gauntlet number 1. All right, so we're gonna have to fix this up because it really looks like it's just floating on the water, which I don't appreciate. Can we get like, hang on, buildings? We'll go to custom. Girder. Is that how you spell girder, or is it UR? It's not ERD, is it? No. Okay. Beam, or is it with an A? It's with an A. Okay. Wooden beam framework straight. Is that what we want? You know what? We can. All right. This will work for us. It's fine. And we can connect it. Hopefully, it doesn't want to do it. All right. There we go. And that actually looks absolutely terrible, but at least that makes a little bit more sense now. Let's just say that this is like magically imbued wood. It's the strongest wood in the land, and it's able to hold up a bathroom like that. Okay, so now like the real evil here. We'll start proof of concept, guys. Proof of concept. We'll go $10 and see if they'll use it. Maybe we can make some fat dosh on that. So that actually didn't cost that much. That's good. Now let's go ahead and refurbish Birdperson. And hopefully this is going to cost $4,600. That's okay. Hopefully it gets the job done. We'll speed up time here. Presumably it's, geez, the chair, man. All right, let's just reposition my butt here. All right, is that gonna? No, that's what kind of worse. That's okay. All right. Are we refurbishing Birdperson? How's that going? Refurbishing. Here we go. Who's the hero of the hour? Tobias Lund. Yeah. Tobias Lund. Okay, it's refurbished. Can we test it? But its reliability is still low. Dude, why? Alright, I gotta do some research. And if anyone knows in the comments, let me know what determines reliability. I'm starting to think that maybe I've designed it in such a way that, yeah, that's gonna put some strain on the tracks for sure. Or maybe just this ride in particular is unreliable. That's certainly a possibility. So I'm just going to slow down here and show you what actually happens. So it inverts and then like straight down. Yeah. Yeah, this is scare the shit out of people. I feel like in the physical realm, this would make people excited. People would want to go on Birdperson. So let's open it up to the public and see if anyone actually goes on it. I mean, they will, but see how long it lasts before we have to, fix it up again. So there is a inspection scheduled for every 10 minutes. And let's see if our gauntlet of, oh yes, and the tentacle, yes, the tentacle right in front of the toilets. People are going, no, they're going there and saying, no, you got to pay go to the can. I'm going somewhere else, man. That's all right. Someone's going to it. Can we get an indication of how much? Is it making us any money? Okay, it's losing us money. I'm not paying that much to use toilet block 13. Okay, that's okay. First order of business. We need to change the name to Toilet block of death. Just so that we know, you know, what we're dealing with here. We've got people lined up. You know, it's not a huge amount, but there's at least like, oh no, some people are turning away, maybe because it's a little bit too scary. But people definitely want to go. They want to get on Birdperson, and they want to let it touch them. So that's all right. There's already a track going on. Let's see what people think of Birdperson. The queue looks fast for Birdperson. Yeah, it does. I want to go on Birdperson. That's what people are saying. I mean, the queue is fairly amazing. We've got a 66% queue scenery rating, which I appreciate. We're not making any money off it yet, but you know, give it time. Now we've got to pay. Here we go. People are going down the gauntlet here. Do we need? Oh, dude. Well, this is one issue right here. Cosmic Cow milkshakes have shut down, probably because Birdperson was out of action for so long, and they figured, well, hey, no one's using our facilities here. So while we wait for the next round of bird people to do what they need to do best, what they need to do. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying, man. I've had a very large cup of coffee, and I'm kind of just like, wow. Okay, Drink Shack. What does Drink Shack hold for us? What secrets does it hold? It's just another Cosmic Cow. All right, we're gonna go to custom, and we want slushies. I can't. Look, I like milkshakes. I do. They're fantastic. They're fucking delicious. But when I'm in a theme park on a hot day, I don't want necessarily to have a milkshake. I want a slushie or a squishy, if you will. For anyone who has no idea what I'm talking about, it's basically a frozen drink, you know. Oh, we don't want Angle Snap here. You know, like a frozen Coke from McDonald's or something. Alright, let's pop down a little slushy thing. Maybe we'll fix that up and make it look nice later. I actually haven't tried my hand at trying to recreate something like this. I imagine it's very time consuming, but okay. So make sure that everything here, the slush hut is misspelt, and everything at the slush hut is free. Alright, anyone gonna go to the slush hut and then use the use the toilet block of death? Anyone want to do that? Bathroom gauntlet. That's how you spell gauntlet, right? Something like that. Anyway, the toilet block of death is located within the bathroom gauntlet. No one wants to use it. All right, hang on. Let's speed up a little bit. Is anyone going into the... Please, someone. No! What is happening? What are people saying about it? I'm so glad Toilet Block of Death is free. No, it's not, buddy. I'm not paying that much to use Toilet Block of Death. Okay. Maybe $10 is too much. Let's start off with $1. Let's not get overly ambitious here, right? So, is anyone going to use Toilet Block of Death now? Let's have a look. Speed up time. How we get... Dude, the queue of Birdperson is miraculous. That is so good. People are really into Birdperson. Even though they're paying $14. You know, I could probably even up the price, no problem. In fact, I'm going to. Is it making us money? Not yet. It just takes too much to maintain. All right, here we go. Is anyone going in? For $1, come on. $1. Yes. Yes. Do it. Yes. People are using it. People are paying $1 to use the bathroom gauntlet. Right next to the tentacle. This is so beautiful. Dude, how do you know there's not a fucking tentacle coming up in the middle of this thing? You don't know. There's probably some creepy shit going on. You know what? Alright, fuck it. Let's do it. Just to hammer home what kind of park this is. Alright. And look, this is Did it? Yes, there it is. This is just for the benefit. This is just so that we know that there is a tentacle inside the toilet block of death, right? We can't see it from the exterior, but if you go underwater... Come on. Let me go. Hang on. Free camera? Yeah, there we go. Okay. If you go underwater, you know what's happening here. Oh, good lord. Let me just make sure that it's not clipping through anything. Oh, it is a little bit. That's right. I'll fix it up later, but people are using the toilet block of death. How much money has it made? Missed sales last month. Okay, that's because it was $10. That's okay. It's still losing money? What? Alright, maybe we need to give it some time. That's okay. I think we're actually... You know how we had a lot of money before? I'm pretty sure we're losing it really... Really? Like, people are really into Birdperson, but it's not making enough to actually pound through the operation costs. Because if we go over to maintenance, yeah, reliability is still it needs another refurbishment. What in the world? Yeah, I really gotta sort out like what is causing it to be so unreliable. It is probably what I said. That would make the most sense, right? But for now, so let's just set up while we actually have some money, because we're not going to pretty soon if Birdperson keeps messing us up. So this is where the DAC. What am I? Well, look, that's cemented it. It's not the Dark Tower anymore. It's the Dank Tower. The Dank. You know what? Done. Next. The Dank Tower. There you go. This is where the Dank Tower is going to go. And I'm probably going to turn it into some sort of crazy roller coaster that, again, is going to lose me money. I was also thinking of doing a little bit of actually making the tower out of, like, the rock. So, I'm not talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson here. I'm talking about just, like, raising the terrain and making it cool, like, look like this cool, like, Grand Canyon, like, natural obelisk thing, and then putting, if I've got one... yeah, oh dude, like putting that on top, oh baby, yeah, that'd be the tower. And it's like they got to go through this terrible gauntlet and pay like $15 to go on this ridiculous roller coaster just so they can go on the sun flare on top of the Dank Tower right in the center of the park. It's gonna be beautiful. And then we're gonna fill out the rest, with all sorts of shit. Oddly enough, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but the moisturizer is making us money hand over fist. But I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough to keep us afloat. Birdperson is drowning us in a sea of debt, and our toilet block gauntlet is not enough. But that's okay. Maybe I just need to give it some time. So while I'm running this running the simulation at max speed here to see if we can recoup some of our funds, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love, like everything does. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer out.